Rainforest is a whole world. You open up and there are these dancers in nude, leotard-torn tights and Warhol pillows filling the stage, moving out into the audience.
Originally, Andy Warhol, who was the designer and created the Mylar pillows, requested that the dancers be naked, and Merce said no, and so Jasper Johns created a costume design that looked like we were naked.
What Rainforest necessitated was just the true life force of us as animals. We weren't trying to be animals, nor was that ever asked of us.
And you have to do it as if you feel it, not as if you're obeying some written in stone choreography.
Merce told everybody to leave the room, and he kept me behind, and he got down on the floor with me. And then he demonstrated and was very adamant about how I used my shoulder, how I used my other body parts other than my hands to propel somebody along.
And of course, he was just a complete forest creature. He was like a predatory animal.
The sheer power he was able to generate. Where that comes from, I mean, I think a lot of it's just the force of his beingness, that he just had this vastness to him that somehow translated or was brought into the work. But it's not something you can really teach people. That was the genius with Merce, is that the movement taught you how to do it.
Sandra Neal's part is at the very end of the piece. It's kind of an amazing thing to have to sit back and wait to come into this space that had been explored by all the other dancers. Oftentimes, there would only be a few pillows left on stage.
The pillows were actually really so much fun to work with because there's so much unpredictability about what they were going to do.
We didn't see the pillows until the day of the performance. When they raised the curtain, the air currents in the theater took all the pillows off the stage and out into the audience.
Then after a while, you just give in to the fact that they're going to do what they want to do, and I'm going to dance as big as I possibly can, and who cares what happens.
The score is by David Tudor, and I think it represents one of his most beautiful compositions.
David found objects that had certain resonant qualities to them, and he attached a loudspeaker, and the musicians send a music signal through that speaker, so you get the resonant frequencies that reside within that particular object. We used paper cups, coffee cups, big empty water jugs, metal objects, plastic objects, wooden objects, thick, thin. When they were all going, it really did sound like some wild intergalactic forest.
Something about it felt very special. Obviously emotional in its impact, and we guess it was emotional in its genesis as well, but Merce didn't let on about that. He just made us do it.